New at 5:30, new reaction to the mass pardoning of the January 6th rioters. As President Trump continues to defend his decision, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle and former law enforcement officers say the insurrectionists should be held accountable. More than 1,500 people charged in the January 6th riot at the Capitol were granted clemency. That includes people convicted of assaulting police officers and 2 former leaders of extremist groups, the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys. Former Washington, D.C. police officers are also reacting. Live to Capitol Hill right now, as one of them says he feels betrayed by his own country. In January of 2021, the officer was brutally attacked, suffering a heart attack and a traumatic brain injury.
Rest assured, I have been betrayed by my country, and I've been betrayed by those that supported Donald Trump. Whether you voted for him because he promised these pardons or for some other reason, you knew that this was coming, and here we are. My family, my children, and myself are less safe today because of Donald Trump and his supporters.
The I-Team's Connor White is in the studio. We have January 6th people charged from Central New York.
That we do, Michael. This stack of papers represents just 10 people from around the region who assaulted the Capitol in Donald Trump's name. Some are on video assaulting police officers with weapons, breaking and entering and stealing. All of them are now allowed to come home. January 6th, 2021. Thousands of President Trump supporters seeking to overthrow an election he lost.
So this is January 6th.
On day one of President Trump's second term this week, he pardoned nearly 1,600 people who stormed the Capitol that day, commuting the sentences of 14 others, including Dominic Pezzola of Rochester. Pezzola became a lasting image of this mob. Video showing him breaking a window with a police officer's shield, the culmination of weeks of planning he did with the far-right extremist organization, the Proud Boys. He brought other Proud Boys from Central New York, including Matthew Green of Syracuse.
Those who beat police on camera were forgiven and told, you know what, I might need you again.
Military veteran Christopher Goldsmith runs an organization designed to help other veterans fight back against extremism. He says President Trump's support for people like Pezzola and Green will only help these violent groups gain ground.
The United States is not going to punish MAGA-inspired terrorists anymore.
Rioters are now starting to walk free thanks to the president's order, a group that likely includes around 8 Central New Yorkers. Aaron Sawyer from Syracuse, shown here firing pepper spray at Capitol police officers, is an alleged Proud Boy. His trial, scheduled for May, is now unlikely to happen. Albert Ciarpelli from DeWitt already served 90 days for unlawfully entering the Capitol, captured here next to the infamous QAnon shaman who also gets a pardon. To his left is Eric Basheen from New Hartford, who has also served 90 days for unlawful entry. Gregory and Matthew Purdy, brothers from Syracuse, assaulted police officers. Their sentencing, at last check, was scheduled for January 29th. Marianne Mooney Rondon and Raphael Rondon were serving 5 years probation. The mother-son duo from Watertown helped break into Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office and steal a laptop. Renee Fata from Bridgeport was serving 2 years probation for demonstrating inside the Capitol. All of them have the direct support of President Trump, fulfilling a key campaign promise.
Those people tried to end our democracy and install a fascist dictator using violence.
While President Trump helped Matthew Green on the federal charge, he's still due in front of an Onondaga County court judge for illegal firearms charges. FBI agents found a stockpile of weapons in his home in Syracuse's Eastwood neighborhood and found that he had ordered about $1,500, Michael, worth of ammunition after January 6th.
That's a state charge. The president cannot control that.
No direct influence there. So he's off the hook federally, but the Onondaga County DA's office will still be taking a look at that.
We'll watch it. Connor, thank you. She's